The silence of the African savanna is never truly empty. It is a heavy, vibrating pressure, like a coiled spring waiting to snap. Imagine, if you will, a lone warthog, dust swirling around its hooves as it stands frozen before its burrow. Just 20 feet away, the grass shivers not from the wind, but from the deliberate, rhythmic placement of paws. A lioness, a 300-pound engine of muscle and instinct, has dissolved into the landscape. Her amber eyes are locked on the warthog's throat. The warthog knows that a single mistake, a half-second delay in reaction, means the end of its lineage. This isn't just a hunt. It is a high-stakes chess match where the board is made of parched earth, and the pieces are fueled by desperate hunger and the primal will to live. This is the daily reality of the savanna, a world where every breath is earned and every sunset is a victory. Today, we step into the heart of this crucible to witness the extraordinary tactics of the masters of survival. The African savanna does not wake up gently. There is no slow transition from sleep to activity. Rather, there is a violent shift from the terrors of the night to the grueling demands of the day. As the sky bleeds into shades of violet and bruised orange, the horizon reveals a landscape that is as beautiful as it is indifferent. This is the dawn of survival. As the first light hits the dunes, the parched grass seems to glow with a deceptive warmth. But don't let the scenery fool you. Every creature, from the tiniest beetle to the most formidable predator, is already on high alert. For the antelope, the morning light is a double-edged sword. It allows them to see the predators that stalk them in the dark, but it also makes them visible. The lioness, meanwhile, remains motionless, a golden statue among the stalks. In this environment, silence isn't just the absence of sound. It is a survival tool. The rising sun marks the beginning of a relentless cycle where the land itself seems to hold its breath. Every movement is calculated. Every calorie spent must be replaced. The savanna is a theater of high tension where the struggle ahead is not a possibility, but a certainty. It is a place where the weak are quickly recycled, and the strong must prove their worth every single hour. While the lions represent the glamour of the savanna, the warthog represents its grit. This animal is a natural engineer, a creature built for the grind. Watch closely as it navigates the cracked, sun-baked earth. It doesn't just wander, it works. Using its massive, curved tusks like specialized industrial tools, the warthog pries open the dry crust of the earth to reach moisture-rich roots and bulbs hidden beneath. But its impact goes far beyond its own stomach. The digging of a warthog is an act of environmental restoration. Each small depression it leaves behind becomes a microhabitat, a basin that will capture the first drops of the coming rain and provide a nursery for seeds that would otherwise blow away in the dust. The warthog is a solitary architect of the soil, adapted for extreme heat with sparse hair and a hide as thick as armor. Its defensive strategy is a masterclass in tactical retreat. When a predator like a leopard or a lion closes in, the warthog doesn't just run blindly. It identifies its burrow and executes a reverse entry maneuver. By backing into its hole, it keeps its formidable tusks pointed outward, transforming its front door into a spear-lined fortress. It is a reminder that in nature, being tough isn't enough. You have to be smart. To understand the savanna, one must understand the tactics of the pride. Hunting here is not a chaotic scramble. It is a sophisticated, coordinated military operation. A lioness is a master of physics and psychology. She monitors the wind with more precision than a weather station, ensuring her scent is carried away from her prey. She can close the distance to within a mere 100 feet, almost close enough to touch, before launching an explosive 40-mile-per-hour sprint that defies her massive weight. But the real magic happens within the group. The pride doesn't just attack, they assign roles. Some lionesses act as flushers, deliberately revealing themselves to drive the prey in a specific direction. Others are the blockers, lying in wait along the escape routes to provide the killing blow. This balance of power is the check and balance of the ecosystem. It ensures that prey population, the zebras, the wildebeest, stay healthy and regulated. And the feast that follows, it doesn't just feed the lions. It sustains an entire secondary economy of life. The remains left behind are a lifeline for hyenas and vultures, ensuring that in the savannah, nothing, absolutely nothing, goes to waste. Survival is often a team sport, and nowhere is this more evident than in the relationship between the mongoose and the warthog. The mongoose may be small in stature, but it is vital in function. These small sentinels are the savannah's early warning system. By standing tall on their hind legs, they scan the horizon for the flick of a leopard's tail or the shadow of a hawk. When they spot danger, their sharp, staccato alarm calls provide a safety net that benefits not just their own kind, but also nearby antelopes and birds. But their most fascinating behavior is their symbiotic ritual with the warthog. Picture this: a massive warthog, covered in mud and parasites, lies down and waits. A group of mongooses then crawls all over its body, feasting on the ticks and fleas embedded in the warthog's hide. It is a perfect exchange of services. The mongooses get a high-protein meal, and the warthog gets a deep-cleaning medical treatment that prevents disease. This interaction is a poignant example of how even the most rugged individuals in nature rely on others to thrive. It proves that cooperation is just as powerful a survival tool as a set of sharp claws. As the sun dips below the horizon, the savannah undergoes a structural shift. This is the hour of the recyclers. The spotted hyena emerges, operating in matriarchal packs that are among the most intelligent and successful social structures in the animal kingdom. These are not just scavengers, they are nature's cleanup crew. With jaws capable of crushing bone like it's dry wood, their digestive systems can process marrow, hide, and teeth, leaving the landscape free of decay. They are the essential janitors of the plains, turning death back into life. In stark contrast to the noisy, social hyenas is the leopard, the solitary guardian. The leopard is the peak of stealth, a ghost that haunts the transition zone between the open grassland and the dense forest. Its survival strategy is one of extreme caution and immense strength. After a successful hunt, a leopard will drag a carcass, sometimes weighing twice its own body weight, high into the branches of an acacia tree. This vertical storage protects its food from the swarming hyenas and stabilizes the local food web. The leopard reminds us that sometimes the greatest strength lies in being able to disappear and do the work that no one else can do alone. On the open plains, two different philosophies of defense and offense play out every day. The African wild dog is the master of the pack. They don't rely on the explosive power of the lion. They rely on unmatched endurance. They can maintain a high-speed chase for miles, literally running their prey into a state of total exhaustion. Their society is one of radical equality. They share their meals without the hierarchical bickering seen in other species, ensuring even the pups and the elderly are fed first. On the other side of the coin is the Cape buffalo, representing the strength of the herd. These are the tanks of the savannah. When threatened by a pride of lions, the buffalo don't scatter, they close ranks. They form a defensive ring with the massive horn-crowned males on the outside, creating an impenetrable wall of muscle. These large-scale movements do more than provide protection. As thousands of hooves march across the plains, they flatten dry, stagnant grass and fertilize the soil with their waste. They are engines of energy transfer, moving nutrients across the landscape and ensuring the grass will return greener and stronger for the next generation. Every year, the savanna experiences a phenomenon so massive it can be seen from space, the Great Migration. This is the pulse of the ecosystem, driven by over 1 million wildebeests and zebras. Zebras are the pioneers. Their stripes aren't just for show. They act as a natural cooling system and create a dazzle effect that makes it impossible for a predator to pick out a single individual in a moving crowd. Following the zebras are the wildebeests, a living current driven by a collective, ancient instinct to find rain-softened grass. This migration is the bloodstream of the savanna. As they travel hundreds of miles, they transfer nutrients from one region to another, crossing treacherous, crocodile-infested rivers where thousands may perish. But this loss is not in vain. It feeds the aquatic life and the land scavengers. The migration is a relentless search for life, a reminder that to survive, one must keep moving, keep searching, and trust in the rhythm of the world. If the warthog is an engineer, the elephant and the hippo are the architects. These giants physically reshape the world around them. An elephant doesn't just inhabit the savanna, it builds it. During the height of the dry season, elephants use their immense strength and memory to dig water holes in dry riverbeds. These wells become the only source of water for dozens of other species, from birds to leopards. By uprooting trees, they prevent the savanna from turning into a dense thicket, allowing sunlight to reach the ground and encouraging the growth of the grass that feeds the herds. In the Okavango Delta, the hippo plays a similar role underwater. Despite their aggressive reputation, hippos are vital ecological corridors. They carve deep hippo paths through the dense reed beds as they move from the water to their grazing grounds at night. These channels act like plumbing for the delta, directing water flow into new areas and providing essential transit routes for fish and aquatic insects. These animals teach us that the bigger you are, the greater your responsibility to the community you live in. In the waterways of the savanna, the rules of engagement change. Here, the Nile crocodile reigns supreme. It is a creature of evolutionary perfection, unchanged for millions of years. With a bite force of 5,000 pounds, it is the ultimate ambush predator, lying submerged for hours, waiting for the precise moment when a thirsty antelope lets its guard down. Above the water, the African fish eagle dominates the sky. Its iconic, piercing call is more than just a sound. It is a territorial declaration. These two species act as the regulators of the aquatic world. The eagle keeps fish populations healthy by picking off the weak, while the crocodile ensures that the banks of the river are a place where only the most alert survive. Together, they connect the depths of the water to the heights of the trees, proving that the savanna's web of life extends far beyond the dry grass. Finally, the rains return. The parched earth, once brown and brittle, transforms into a lush network of floodplains. This is the infinite cycle. Every action we've discussed, from the cheetah's blur of speed to the smallest dung beetle's role in decomposition, is a thread in a living fabric. In this world, victory isn't defined by a single kill or a single day of survival. It is defined by the endurance of the rhythm. As the sun sets once more and the wind erases the tracks of the day's struggle, the savanna doesn't rest. It prepares. It readies itself for the next dawn, the next hunt, and the next generation. The tracks may be gone, but the story continues. It is an ancient cycle of birth, struggle, death, and renewal that has played out for millennia and will continue long after we are gone. Looking at the savanna, we see a mirror of our own lives. The lesson is simple yet profound. Adaptability is the only true security. The warthog survives not because it is the strongest, but because it is prepared to dig and has a plan for retreat. The lions thrive not because they are individual powerhouses, but because they know how to work as a team. In your daily life, you will face predators, stress, competition, and unexpected setbacks. Like the zebra, use your stripes, your unique skills to blend in when necessary and stand out when it counts. Like the elephant, remember that your actions can create water holes for others. Your success can and should provide a path for those around you. When the dry season of your life hits, don't stop moving. Follow your migration, trust your instincts, and know that the rain will eventually return. Which of these survival strategies resonated with you the most? Are you a solitary leopard, working toward your goals in silence? Or are you part of a lion pride, relying on your community to achieve greatness? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts on how nature's lessons apply to your world. If you found value in this journey through the wild, please hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to join our community. Your support allows us to keep exploring the most fascinating corners of our planet.